Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. We are going to clean the storage room. Oh! Oh, you guys, I've been waiting to do this forever, and now is the time. So, just going to put my hair up, I'm going to make my pizza, and then I'm going to start pulling stuff out of that storage room because today's the day. Family's gone. It's just me at home. You know what I do when I'm home solo? I clean, I organize, because there's nobody here to distract me. There's nobody here to get in the way. And then don't worry, afterwards I have like a bubble bath and I have some serious me time. But for the next probably 5 hours, I'm gonna go hard. We're gonna get the storage room done. Or at least much better than it is now. Welcome back, friends. My name is Jerry Hagee. We live in southern Alberta with our family of 6, and this is our messy home. I am just taking things out of the hallway first, is what I was doing, putting them into the living room, and now we're moving the paint stuff into my utility room. I've always just kind of had it sporadic all throughout the house, and a lot of it is taking up space in the storage room, and it doesn't need to be here. And the utility room, I need to get to the furnace and the electrical panel, but beyond that, there's room. Once I get all the paint in here, you'll see there is room still to kind of work around it, so I'm okay with having it in here. My timer for my pizza went off. I gotta go check it out. And since I was home alone, I just had to cook for myself, and I wanted one of my pizzas, the pizza that the kids don't like. It's like a spicy chicken pizza, and so, I wanted it for me. And then back down into the storage room to take out more of the painting supplies. This is more of the actual, paint brushes and rollers and all that great stuff. Okay, so here she is right now. Got some paint cans and stuff over here. The rest of the stuff right there. So that was part 1 and 2, maybe. Part 3 is going to be to move out the Christmas boxes, anything Christmas-like. Let's put that in a pile. Just trying to do it very streamlined, very orderly, so that I don't have a pile of chaos and then have to sort it again as I bring it back in. So, Christmas. Here we go. When we built our house back in 2015, I told my husband, hey, let's put some shelves in the storage room. And so he built those too as well. He built our house. And so, yeah, the totes fit underneath the shelves, but none of the totes will fit on the shelves. So that's kind of annoying, but that's okay. I find a way for getting everything. And by the end of this video, you're going to see that most of these shelves are going to be totally cleaned off, and I'm super excited about that, and that's just some foreshadowing for later on. Just wait, you'll see. Okay, we also had some baby stuff. We had some costumes and some toys, so I'm taking that out next as the next space. There's some hangers in that box that I got rid of, and that is bed sheets. And yeah, toys. Oh, and then they were falling on me, so I had to shimmy them back up there. I've had 4 kids, and the youngest right now is turning 5, and so I can probably get rid of some more toys. I did do a little bit of a toy overhaul a few months ago, and that's why there's toys in the storage room, because previously I had them all in the toy closet. So I was streamlining them and just trying to narrow things down a little bit, and so this definitely helped, putting them in the storage room. There's still kind of chaos and stuff, and we still obviously have way too many toys, but just working my way at narrowing them down. Okay, I'm just reevaluating my situation here. I have a lot more of the big jugs of paint in the storage room, and so I think I'm going to move this stuff out and put the big jugs over here, and then put this other stuff on the other side of the room. So if you're asking yourself, why in the world, Jerry, do you have a billion cans of paint? And the reason is we painted our own house. Well, I painted our own house. So back in 2015, we built in 2014, and I spent the whole month of November painting our house. All the walls, the ceilings, the trim work, both inside and outside. I mean, outside, the siding I didn't have to paint, but the trim work I did have to paint. My sister came out, we painted it all. In fact, you'll notice all around my house I've got some green tape still, because there is still a touch of paint that still needs to be done that I never got around to doing. So Life's not perfect, you know. But yeah, that's why there's 1,000,000,001 jugs of paint. We also had a friend who was working at Cloverdale Paints, and he let us use his store discount, which literally saved us hundreds of dollars. Okay, so here's the paint cans in here. They're looking a little cluttered on the inside, but that's okay. It looks better in the storage room now than it did before, and that is more so what I care about. I'll deal with the utility room and the paint another time. So now there's just a bunch of bags and stuff. This is like the kids coming down to fill up the freezer from groceries and then just leaving the bags. Obviously, we maybe need to have a bag collection bag or something. And then just some garbage and stuff. The white film on the concrete, I don't know. Apparently this happens when some moisture gets into the concrete due to like a lack of ventilation or like high groundwater or something like that. So it's not mold. It can be cleaned up, but I did not have time on this day to clean it up. So I am just sweeping the floor and getting rid of some of like the residue from it, but not totally cleaning that because yeah, I just didn't have the time to really get into it. So that will definitely have to be done, but not today. Yeah, so just cleaning off the garbage, sweeping this floor here. And you'll see it does have like enough residue that I can sweep some of it up, but apparently you have to get in there with like a stiff brush, some vinegar, and just really kind of clean it up as best as you can. It is so fun being a homeowner, am I right? Okay, so this is how this room is looking now. Got toys here, camping stuff, donation stuff, Christmas, clothes that I need to go through that I haven't done that yet. So since things are kind of like sporadic in here, all over the place, obviously I can't just pull out all the camping stuff at once because some of it's here and some of it's there. And then we also had this giant Christmas tree. We already have another Christmas tree, so don't worry. But this one was just, we didn't really have a container for it, and so it's just always just hung out down here under the stairs. We used it for a little while, but we haven't used it in the last few years. So, then I've got this box here, a mystery box. What do you think this is? Oh! Look. You guys! How much paint do I have? It's more paint. Dang. You guys, this is more paint. This is like outdoor paint for like trim work and stuff, which is good. Like I need it, but I don't know. I also don't know what it's all for. There's like 4 different colors here. Dang. What are these all for? I don't know. What's this? Samples. Alright, well, I'm not sure. Let's do all this. A wood flooring sample. This is just basically samples, I think. This is a sample of our cabinet color. Okay. I think this is going to have to go out in the garage. I can put it up on the mezzanine, and then at least it's out of here, because I definitely don't need it on the regular daily basis. This is just like for touch-up paint if something breaks or something. So, alright. I gotta get it out of here. So I ended up putting it in the utility room too, because it just made the most sense just to put it with the rest of the paint. And then yeah, oh, these shelves were so dusty. And they had some cat hair on them because, you know, the cat had gotten in here. Thought this was glorious little cat tree area. And then these are, well, that one I think was costumes maybe. And then this one is receipts. So I had a couple of ones with receipts in there. There's some flooring tiles that we used in our camping trailer. Yeah, that's the only problem with being a handy do-it-yourself kind of people. You end up with all the tools and gadgets. Oh, that was an empty gum container, you guys. If you know, you know. Those are plates and things. An empty box that I didn't even know was hanging out in there. Oh, most of the stuff I didn't know what was hanging out. So let's just be honest. I can't keep track of anything. And then we put water in these milk jugs just as kind of like an emergency thing in case you had to like flush a toilet or wash something when the power goes out. We have a water tank out in our yard, but it needs a pump to pump the water into the house. So we could go out there and get the water, but you know. And then, yeah, this is an old CD player. Everybody's got to have one, I think. Oh, man. And then I was just like, oh, I'm too short to see, so I just climbing on the shelf, and I found a rock. Of course, a rock. All right, current status of things. I got the shelves all cleaned off. Just ignore those wood blocks. I am also ignoring the things on top of the freezer, because I don't care about them. And then under the stairs is cleaned out. That is just extra wood flooring from when we put our wood flooring in upstairs. Again, do it yourselfers, you know. These are tote lids. There's a saxophone there. Garbage, empty boxes, the broom. 2 things of receipts, the CD player, a couple of box things. I gotta go through all that stuff. And then in here is where I've been staging like Christmas and donation stuff, right? It's grown a little bit. And then we've got some camping stuff and then the toy and costume situation. Okay, so we're halfway through. We got everything out. I need to clean the storage room out, and then I can start putting stuff that I want to keep back in there, but I'm not taking everything back in there. We already have a large pile of donation trash kind of stuff. So it's going to be camping, it's going to be Christmas, it's going to be toys that are in rotation, and some things that I want to keep that are just like mementos or just keepsakes, those sorts of things, as well as the boxes from the office. You guys, I really want to bring those down because that's where they belong, is in the storage room, not in my office. My office is not a storage room. Repeat that 10 times. All right, so I gotta take a quick break. I gotta take the dog outside, so I'll come back. Alright guys, now it's 9 p.m. I really want to be done by 11. I'm going to put stuff away that I'm keeping, and then I'm going to go have a nice hot bath because I'm tired. So I got an Apple AirTag for my cat's collar because I wanted to be able to see where she was when she wasn't home. And so on this night when I was recording this, she had gone out for the day and she'd been gone for like 12 hours. But the problem is, you guys, we live in a rural area. There is like one house that's like 300 feet away from us, but that's kind of it. And apparently AirTags and their, you know, knockoff brands, they only work if you have an Apple product next to it that it can kind of like ping off of. So even though she was out there, I couldn't find her. Luckily she comes home when it's dark, so it's not a big deal. But anyways, back to the toys. Actually, I was gonna like just do a time-lapse thing, but I think it'll be better if we just do it in person. Like you're here, friend. So, hey friend. Okay, these totes are baby things. There's baby clothes and there is baby toys that I want to keep. It's pretty good. 4 kids and I just have 2 totes that I'm keeping. I think that's pretty good, guys. So just adding the carrier to here. These cute little boots. Are they worth keeping? I don't know. Probably not, but I can't make myself throw them away yet. Just burp cloths. I want to make it all fit into this tote as best I can. I have tons of burp cloths. Actually, I don't need them all. So let's just get rid of some of those. I want to make sure the lid closes. That's the most important thing. Probably don't need these either. Let it go. This is cute. This don't need. This is dolly clothes. That don't need. There, we'll just stuff the cracks with it. There. Look at that. Grandma Jerry is going to be all set if and when I have grandkids. So we'll see. Or babies a visit. You never know. these are gonna go under the stairs because I don't need to access them anytime soon. Now realizing before I put these away, I need to label them. This one is baby clothes. Probably should write on it before I write on the box. This is another one of those. I like to put labels on at least 2 sides. This one is baby toys. These are dolls, stuffies. This one had balls. Well, let's just label it toys. And then that one is costumes. All right, on to the next. The tree's gotta go, you guys. Not keeping the tree. So that's going over here. And then this is like a garland thing. I don't think we hung it up last year. It's gonna go too. I'm not keeping everything. Just need to let stuff go. These are our main Christmas decorations are these 2. I'm keeping these. This is our Christmas lights that are out on the front deck. They belong in here. So I don't know what to do with this. Keeping these. I'll keep the little tree, and this is some Christmas art. I'll keep this. These are mirrors and a microwave plate that I am keeping, so I'm just gonna put them back on a shelf like we had. Keeping our Santa pan. Stay. This little guy, I don't know. He's actually in not too bad a shape. We can keep him. Fits in our Santa pan. And then these are just Christmas books. I'm gonna put them in the tote. So let's put these away. All right, camping stuff. I'm gonna keep this. This is like a mess kit. An empty cooler. Okay, we're gonna put the mess kit in the cooler. All right, trying to be smart here. I have a sleeping bag that needs to go in a bag. I have a double sleeping bag that needs to go in a bag. Then I have a tent and a mattress pad that I think, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just gonna put it away like this. So these things are gonna go on the second shelf, I think. I feel good about that. Let's put it on the second shelf. So let's go do that. Let's start with the cooler. Let's make sure the cooler fits. Actually, I'm just gonna put it under here. Okay guys, this is where we're at. We got toys along the bottom here to rotate in, toys and costumes. I've got some nostalgia CDs and videotapes there. Those mirror glasses things. I got something for the bathroom. Check this out, you guys. I made this for my mom in 1993. That's me. Yours truly. Isn't that funny? 1993. So I've got nothing on the top 2 shelves yet. And then under the stairs, got the camp stuff, Christmas. I put some Halloween stuff in this little box. I don't know very much. And then, yeah, Christmas and what was the other thing? Oh, the baby stuff. The baby stuff's back there. So guys, I think that's it for tonight. I am zonked, and let me show you what the rest of the living room looks like. So on the hallway we have got these lids and things, and I think I'm just gonna get rid of them. There's a saxophone in that case. Got some garbage. I've got 2 boxes of receipts that I'm gonna have to go through. Construction stuff, paint. This is like kitchenware stuff that I'm going to donate. I got a zip line that I never used. The hangers. These are bed sheets that I'm getting rid of. I need to go through these clothes. This couch needs to be trashed. And then this whole pile is to give away, donate, that kind of stuff. And then before we're done here today, you guys, here's what the office looked like with those boxes in here. And I'm going to take them out. This is just the whole office, by the way. I was like, oh, while I'm here, let's do a little sweep around the room. It looks a little chaotic, a little wild, right? As we all know. And then I took the boxes out. I cleaned up some of their back to school papers. all of that kind of stuff. And I tidied the room as well. And so this room is looking awesome. Because the storage room is clean, now I can clean this room. I did have to take 2 totes and put them in my bedroom. I'll be truthful here. But I think that's where I want to keep them because they're more of like just some of my other stuff. And then this is what the storage room ends up being with the boxes from the office in here. They're like little school keepsake boxes. And I did have somebody say, hey, why do you keep so many school papers and things? And that's just for memories. I love being a memory keeper. Thank you guys for being here. You always support me in this, no matter if you're thousands of miles away or whatever. I imagine that you're right here with me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a big old thumbs up. You know, it's good for the algorithm. It's good for other people who love these types of videos. And I appreciate you being here. If you like this video, you will love this time when I cleaned out my pantry. It was so fun, and it's a similar video. There's actually 2 videos, so go check those out. Bye!